Oh boy. Right. Well, let's get started, shall we? Hello, people of the internet. I apologise for being a day late, and in the interim, I somehow managed to get sick in the space of a day. So, I apologise for the sniffling and snoofling and the sneezy noises. I'm going to be turning away from the microphone, obviously, whenever I do end up needing to sneeze. I have tissues with me, so all should be well, hopefully. Anyway, my current situation aside, we have entered the final dungeon, the sealed area underneath Grancel Castle, and this is where everything will start to suck. Yeah, as nice as the music is for this area, this part of the game is really bloody challenging compared to everything we've been through before, at the very least. Chloe's already set up, and Tita is also fine, so I'm just gonna keep moving. The sealed area is quite possibly the biggest dungeon in the whole game, and the Tetralic Towers are basically just a baby version of this. Also, the normal battle theme has changed, so that's how you know the game's getting serious. So, you notice how even Joshua, our highest damage dealer, is only doing 370 damage to these guys? Yeah. The broken pieces are immune to sleep, petrify, and one other status element I cannot remember the name of. Huzzah! The Compa should keep most of the fights down here fairly manageable, and if Joshua doesn't dodge them like a boss, then so be it.
That's that. Let's move out.
There are plenty of approaches you can take to exploring the sealed area, but my recommendation is to just stick to a wall and hug it. And if you end up finding an elevator or something that seems to go down, then the best thing you can do is head back up and keep following the wall. So you explore everything, get all the chests, yada yada yada. I'm getting very lucky with these misses though. So I'm gonna do an Evil Eye, just to give myself some more time here because I got ambushed like a dum-dum. Whee! Smoke Cannon is a fairly big AoE with blindness on it, which is very much appreciated for the amount of enemy spam you get down here. I'm trying to think if there's anything you can use. Probably just Shadow Spear. Shadow Spear, not Hellgate. Jesus. Whee! Bonk. Whee! So we're going to be speed to winning our way through the dungeon with all the blinded enemies and hoping that they do not murder us. Which is obviously the best plan ever. I mean, it's working. So the stream's going to be kind of short, not only because I'm sick, but just because we're probably going to get through the whole dungeon in one sitting. Uh-oh. First sneeze of the day. Keep track. Keep count at home. That is one on the sneeze counter. Isn't this a fun little game we can play? Right. I do believe this is a monster chest, so make sure you're fully healed before you open it. As for tactics, Tita should be in the way back. Estelle can be kind of up front, but Chloe and Tita should be in the back, and Estelle and Joshua should be taking the front. Anyway, save game, open chest. Never mind. Too late. There's the monster chest. This encounter is very dangerous. Photon Judge and Guard Minion. Photon Judge is very strong and has a lot of AoE attacks. And the guard minions are capable of protecting the photon judges and the broken pieces with baloney of their own. Nice insta-kill there. And I'll take the damage bonus. Yeet. So now it's just us and the photon judges. The photon judges won't do a lot from far ranges, but the closer they get to you, the more of a problem they are. With any luck, Joshua should be able to just stun lock them ad infinitum. I don't remember if they're blind immune or not. Yes, they are. Uh-oh. That one with a camper. Now the first problem, donkey missiles. They mute party members, which is obviously a problem already, because Peter's going to get completely domed. And now you see the problem with sealed area. The enemies down here are freaking brutal. Why does this still have white Gehenna? What the... Oh, crud. Yeah, no, that... Yeah. Okay, hold on. In my infinite wisdom, I forgot to edit my equipment after the Lawrence fight. Oops. SpaghettiOs. So Estelle has Joshua's stuff. Oops. I was like, huh. Joshua's not regenerating any of his craft points. Goddamn. Wonder why that is. Whoopsie daisy. Put the Grail Locket on Joshua. Just, lord. The game's really just gonna start kicking you in the teeth. If you care about arts casting and your arts casters, make sure they have glam chokers. Otherwise, not too big of a deal. And this is why we have special ice creams, because we can just spam those things. Whee! Oh lord. Lordy, lordy, lordy. If we can even get halfway down the sealed area, I'll probably call it there. I forgot to save before I entered. If we get a bad starting turn, real uh-oh. Oh god, don't donkey missile me. Okay. Heal. Then save. Oh god. Well. I am the Crown Prince of Waste. The crit was supposed to be Joshua's, but I guess Tita can have it too. The child has a minigun. This will never not be funny. Surely they would never make photon judges a normal enemy. Now that would be ridiculous. Damn you, Falcom. So we got a problem. We didn't really dent the photon judges. So, oops, all SpaghettiOs. And now I will show you the best cowardly strategy of running away. The fight with better party members, because Peter kind of sucks. Let's be real, Peter kind of smells. She's got no damage, and she has 2 whole crafts, but she is a child, so I suppose I can understand it. You're going to want to take all of the quartz off the characters you're not using, so you can put it on the characters that are actually going to be useful. Which means, I'm sorry, Chloe, but you are being cut because your job is just done better by other people. I apologize. So say bye to Chloe, she's on the bench. Everybody who's not in the party is just going to get stuck with the crap stuff. So the party members I'm going to be exploring the underground with are Agate and Olivier. This is for 2 very important reasons. Olivier has access to the strongest arts in the whole game. You remember when I said somebody could do Chloe's job better than she could? Yeah, it's Olivier. Olivier has slightly less health than Chloe did, but he makes up for it with his higher arts attack strength, and also his just higher stats in general. Olivier is just very strong in FC, and he's the only good arts caster. So if you like arts, you're gonna have to use them. You can also buy things from Professor Russell if you don't already own them, so you're not completely screwed if you forgot to buy accessories for certain enemies down here. Like, you can still buy the glam chokers if you need more, etc, etc. You can't do the infinite mirror trick once you enter the Gransel Castle for the final time, though. So you are stuffed on money if you're out, you have to grind it. The stuff you're looking for down here is you want to farm for some more Black Sepith, because the Black Sepith will let you get access to Action 3, and Action 3 means White Gehenna on Joshua for no extra cost. So we're going to be hunting for a lot of Black Sepith, because it's just the most useful type in the entire game. For budget options, if you, oh crud, I actually need to show something off as well. Move 3 is a quartz that you can only obtain from this specific store. Professor Russell is the only way you can get it. So if you're missing the achievement for having all the quartz, this is probably why. Because Move 3 is kind of useless. Because nothing actually uses space as its primary quartz in FC. What else do we want? We want an attack 3 for sure. Shield 3 and an evade 3. If impede 3 was an option, you bet your sweet Bippy I'd be taking it. But unfortunately, it's not. So, it is what it is. So, Agate, instead of having Seal, it will have Strike, which gives him a 10% chance to crit randomly. This is really good. I don't think I need to emphasize why, but what we are going to do is put a HP 3 there, and give him an EP cut 2, so he gets access to Latira. So Agate is basically going to be a tank healer, while also being our DPS with access to hit 3 for Chaos Brand. So Agate this is my final setup for him that I use. Attack 3 for damage, HP 3 for the extra tankiness, EP cut 2 instead of EP cut 3. Use EP cut 3 if you can afford it, but I can't, so. Then hit 3 or action 3 or 2, depending on which one you have. Action 1 really isn't worth it over hit 3 because Chaos Brand exists, and hit 3 gives you Chaos Brand with 1 quartz. Defense 3 offsets the minus 15 defense from attack 3, and strike just occasionally makes you deal more damage, and there's not really another use for an extra fire slot. You can use seal, but most of the enemies down here and the bosses are immune to it, so it won't really matter too much. Olivier, however, doesn't really have another option. The only other thing you can do, if you want fire access on him, is Cloak, which isn't great. Because attack 3 is physical strength, not magical strength. It's not arts attack. So you're not going to get any extra use out of it, unfortunately. But yeah, on Olivier, you want him to be able to cast Earth Wall and some kind of healing spell. Clock Up EX is also really nice. And White Gehenna is just good overall damage. It doesn't matter what the enemy's elements are, White Gehenna will always do something. He also has access to Happy Trigger, which is just 800 HP healing, which isn't amazing, but it's good emergency healing if you don't have time to cast an art for whatever reason. It can save your bacon way more times than you'd assume it can. With that being said, sorry for the sniffles. Agate gets the Gladiator Headband and immunity to seal. Olivier gets immunity to freeze and petrify. Should switch the pearl earring off on Agate actually, but so this is the setup I'll be going around the first 2 floors with or so. Some people like to use Zin for his tankiness as well, but I always tend to use Olivier as my mainstay in all of my in-game parties, just because I love his personality, and I also love his useful niche in the party. Anyhow, saving. And let's get back to exploring. Oh yeah, I have Cloak. I forget how Cloak works in this game all the time. Good lord, I am very bad at this apparently. Who knew? So anyway, Joshua is going to be basically paying for himself with the Gladiator Headband and Dual Strike, and Agate's just going to be hitting like a truck in general. Olivier can also instantly cast arts, pretty much, so he's going to be on that like nobody's business. So he's very much our, like, support character of sorts. He can also delay enemy turns by casting short arts like Tira and Tyr, so we can get crit turns whenever we want them. If we need to snatch them from an enemy, it's much easier to do it that way. He also has the biggest EP pool in the game, by far. Which makes him a very useful asset to the party, no matter what kind of setup you're going for. You should give the most defensive equipment to Olivier, because he's going to need it. And then toss shield cuts on everybody else. He is fine with the reflector. Oh, I'm not following my own advice of warhugging here. So the general niche for this is just going to be Joshua going in and attacking with Dual Strike or something else of that nature, and then everyone else following up. Agate just hits like an absolute monster. Oh, I can't get both. Oh well. Sneeze counter goes up to 3. So, with Shadow Spear, you can hit single targets that aren't clumped together, with the chance for instant kill, which the enemies don't have an immunity to, surprisingly, except for the photon judges, which makes this really, really easy. But this also just goes to show that Olivier is not quite as much of a physical slouch as Chloe is. He can still do a fair amount more damage than she can. However, the primary upside of having Chloe instead of Olivier is that Chloe gets access to Comfort, whereas Olivier doesn't. And Comfort is a very important debuff. Oh no. They're onto us. Whew. Getting a bit topical for a second while we just romp through the dungeon. It is really freaking hot. And I can't exactly record these, or rather stream these, with a fan on, because it'd show up on the mic, right? So, I am frickin' roasting up here in my room. Oh, that's awful, actually. Uh-oh. But yeah, cast 2 is just an instant cast. It is stupid. Oh, crud, I forgot that was in that chest. Woo! I think that's Agate. Yeah. That's my bad. Let's go with that. Add 1 to the sneeze counter. Maybe? Yes. Uh-oh. Add 2 more, actually, so that's 5? 5. 5 on the sneeze counter. Woo! I don't know. I just woke up and my buddy was like, hey, you like allergies? And of course I said no, so I got, like, hit by all of them at once. Big fun. So, as funny and out of character as it is, Agate is actually, like, the out-of-battle healer, which is quite funny. We want to go up about 3 levels over the course of this dungeon, if we can. Which isn't the easiest thing to do, mind you. Oh, crud? Crit. awesome 200%. Alright. The fight now becomes a lot easier. I'm just gonna move a stealth turn. And then we'll beat down. I don't think final break hits. Unfortunately. As nice as that would be if it did. I really should have gotten Latte on Estelle before I did this though, which is my mistake. She is still very much set up for damage, which is kind of bad, but it's alright. Oh lord. Good that everybody's in range for that. I don't think anything I can do here makes a difference, unfortunately. You want to focus the photon judges one at a time in the hopes of actually making the fight easier to deal with. These guys do guard the most powerful weapons in the game that are the ultimate weapons, so it's definitely worth your time to take care of them. It's just very annoying because stuff like this happens, and then your characters die with no avoidance, and blah 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 blah. It's just a big old bag of bleh. But whatever. Just gonna drop the reviving bomb, she gives a damn. And Latera's cast time is so fast it doesn't even matter. And Agate is best pocket healer. Whee! Final Break is less individual damage, but it's AoE, which makes it better than Beatdown for like 90% of situations. And there goes Estelle again. Whee! And the game's like, now we got problems. And I know that. Even with just two of them, it becomes an absolute hassle to deal with. Like, for example, Josh was going to get completely popped next turn, and there's just nothing I can do about that. Which is great. Always love to see it.
Not now.
Oh, lord. This encounter is just buns. I'm not under-leveled by any means. This encounter is just really hard. Let's spread everybody out a bit more. See if that helps. That should do it in theory, but that's in theory, so you know, whenever I try and put that into practice, it's all going to go to pot. I didn't give Estelle access to Latera. What am I doing? Oh my god. I apologize for wasting your time, people. Jesus. Yeah, HP 2 is not that much. I'm fine with that. I need the extra healing access. Oh, and that's kinda yucky. And a donkey missile? Ow! Start with the morale. Yeah, Flame Smash. And we'll go with that. Damage, 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 damage. So, Agate's pretty much screwed no matter what. Yep. Yep, there he goes. Kill your friend, please. Oh god, they're immune to confuse. The cheese isn't working. No. Yes, the game has finally put an end to our happy fun times, unfortunately. Cheese has been removed. So this is basically the part where the game turns into a heal-off. Who can heal better? It's still probably me. You just kind of have to bunch all of your turns together and then do some stuff. You can also just stall for Joshua to get all of his stuff back. And then Joshua does Joshua things. We want to revive Agate, ideally. And now Olivier is also basically out of danger. Because they won't go for him on his own unless he starts casting hearts. The fact that I just gave them 3 damage is bad, but you know, we'll deal with it. As long as they don't go after Olivier, we're fine. Oh, son of a... Oh, that's just great. Yes, game. I know I'm currently in deep doo-doo caca. Thank you for reminding me. I don't even think I have enough damage to just, like, one bomb through all of that. So what I'm gonna have to do is drop a Celestial Bomb there. Use Estelle's S-Craft because she's screwed regardless. Joy. Joyous Joy. That's actually more damage than I thought. Well, bye, Estelle. Bonk.
I'm sorry. Not now.
And now we're stuck with Snellfest USA. And now we're dead. I'm not sure if I'm screwed in this position, actually. Yes, I am very screwed. No. Well, I tried.
How could I fail?
Ow.
You're finished.
Whee! Add one more to sneak counter. I think that's 7? Not sure. Wasn't really paying attention. Final 3! Booga booga booga. Damage! No crit, unfortunately, but it's okay. Right, now we're stuck with the problem squad. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use Olivier with White Gehenna to bait the Arts Attack Canceller. Then Stella's going to Morale. And Olivier can heal everybody who isn't called Agate. And then we're going to use Howling Bullet.
Let me show you the truth.
Whee! Bullet! We shoot explosive gun. Donkey Missile 1. Donkey Missile 2. And an Angry Estelle. Who would win? Not this guy. Should have probably used it on the guy in the back, because then Joshua can clean up house. But damage. I can't actually save Agate in this position either, which is quite funny. But, oh well, you know, it happens. I might be able to actually, hold on. Hold your breath. Ooh, I'm a gamer. Anyway. Whee! Hey, Agate, you get to live! Awesome! Wahoo! Don't even have Joshua waddle up. Okay, he pull up. Oh boy. I think that's 10 on the sneeze counter now? We are getting up there quickly. I don't think Wild Rage kills him? No, it doesn't. Right. Anyway. Heal Joshua because he needs it. He's literally got one tap. And we'll hit him in the doilus. No banana. You're gonna edge. Flicker for the delay. Heal everybody. Not a lot of things in this game are immune to attack delay specifically, which makes attack delay very good. Good god if these things aren't tanky though. Fortunately, their magic defenses are in the gutter. So we spam into the hole. Whee! Bonk. Whee! Ow. Whee! Whee! Triple whee! And whee! Win.
We're good to go.
Oh boy. Majesta. It wouldn't be empty if you hadn't taken the stuff in it. Majesta is the final gun for Olivier. It does an extra whole 20 damage. Whoop whoop. Cheerio and yippee. So, pretty much everybody except for Joshua in this party has some form of healing, and that's why I love it so much. Because they can all kind of sustain each other without too much effort. It's just really handy. You want to fight pretty much every encounter you get into down here, just for the sake of levels, because otherwise you will be underleveled for the final boss, which will be very annoying. Because you'll die, it'll take ages. The final boss in this game is something that's just a big-ass difficulty spike for no real reason. If Lawrence was the top of the baloney bell curve, then the final boss is the beginning of the descent into madness.
That's that. Let's move out.
Regardless, the right side of this area is the most empty, so go explore that first. If that's something you're worried about doing. I'm gonna White Gehenna here. Flame Smash. Do the same with Olivier. Bonk. And then I'm gonna do it again. They should both hopefully go towards Agate. Yeah. And dead. White Gehenna is just the best magic in the game. Quite simply, the best. The EP Charge EXs are going to come in more handy here than they did during the Assault on Grancel Castle if you have any extra. Because you really don't want to go back to the rest camp every 5 seconds. Alright, time for another similar encounter. God. I hate photon judges. I'm gonna give Agate this turn, because he kind of needs the crit more. Also, Joshua just gets his turn next anyway. Flicker there is much more beneficial. And they should be compelled to go after Olivier instead. Yeah. Agate being muted is kind of a pain in the keister, but it's whatever, really. As long as you can keep on top of what the photon judges are doing, you should be okay. Gonna Howling Bullet that photon judge to take care of him. Never mind. Joshua scales up to 200, which is what I was stalling for. And Baba Boy. Now it's just, can we survive the onslaught because we're a couple turns behind. Pop both the S breaks, because they are both not living through that. Never mind. Congratulations, Agate, you suck less. You still suck, you just suck less. I'm gonna flicker. Oh, why is it so delayed? Actually, no, that's fine. Because now it's a toss-up. No, wait, it's not a toss-up, because he goes first. Yeah. Nice. Move Estelle over so that people don't get spammed out. And then we spam Shadow Spear until he dies. Whee! The only kind of bad thing about Agate is just how much his magic attack actually sucks, but his free craft points generally make up for it. So it's not that bad of a detriment. Gets off one more missile, and then he's sleeping with the donkeys. Stun Joshua go up one level. You've returned to the scene of the crime, I see. The Daedalus Arm is a weapon for Zin, which gives him 120 strength. Finally allows him to do a bit more damage. Kind of gets him out of that tank crawl he's been forced into. Anyway, continuing on, we reach the first main elevator. Don't go down it yet, though. You want to keep exploring along the corners. You open the empty chest and stare inside. The chest stares back accusingly. EP Charge EX. This chest is now full of disappointment. Yeah, if you go straight down there, you will miss out on all of these chests. This might be the monster one? Yes. Alright. So you want to Evil Eye the enemy there to stop 2 of the photon judges instead of just 1? And then spam for your life! I said, spam for your life! We got the 2 problem ones that we were worried about, so that's okay. Woohoo! Gameplay, baby! Hop, 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 hop. Howling bullets! Bang! Bada boom, pop. Ah, crud. And now we begin to push the panic buttons. Ah, panic! Oh, ye gods, panic, we're all gonna die! We are actually going to die! When the going gets tough, the tough cast White Gehenna. And even tougher use Black Fang. Ah, crap. Well, we tried. With our best, it was not enough. I was gonna try for cheeky kill on the middle one, but nah. That's too much risk for no reward other than the Sepith. As funny as it would be to walk in and cheeky Nando's the man, no. A Canceller. Estelle's gonna get hit by the brunt of that one. Oh boy. Howling bullet. Come on, big damage, big damage. Ah, that's very bad. Or is it? Hacha! At least we hope it's not. That's gonna hit 2 people though. That's kind of sucky. Oh, that's really sucky. Uh-oh. That should do some damage. It's 200%. Come on. If I don't take out 1 photon shot, I'm screwed. Oh, come on! Hallelujah! Hallelujah! If you get down to like less than 2 party members in these fights, it is really hard to recover. Oh lord. If I had a little more damage, I could probably win here, but nah. The best, but not enough.
How could I fail?
No, we tried. Ooh, that crit is spicy though. That is less spicy. Poor Agate, man. He's just getting dumpstered. I mean, he's really the only one who got hit by that, so... Another useful art you could have access to here is Aerostorm, because Aerostorm will hit all of the enemies. Which is very nice. So Agate is basically his own healer. Well, everyone else just kind of vibes and does their own thing. Because Agate's basically going to be tanking everything at the front. Can I kill something with a crit here? No, okay, no point greeting for it. It happens. If I yoinked it earlier, that would have been a lot better off for me. I should probably explain the reason why the AA canceller strategy works and getting them to spam it is a good thing. Whenever they use AA spammer, it gives you a slower delay than just like S-breaking and going mental would. So you can get more of your character's turns together, or closer together rather. Which means you do more damage and can heal faster. It's just, everything you have is closer together, and that's good. So even if your character's not doing any damage, as long as they are casting an art that will get interrupted, it's perfectly fine. I'm gonna have to do a shorter delay line art there, sorry. Yeah, you were gonna chew through EP on your way through here. Just because this is nightmare mode and everything hates you. So most of these fights are just going to be spamming White Gehenna as we truffle shuffle our way into the basement. With Agate using Lartira to heal everybody up. Just make sure nobody dies. There we go. Found Ninetales. Ninetales is, I remember this one off the top of my head, a whip for Scheherazade. Scheherazade. Whee! Traditional 120 damage plus normal property of her, a weapon. It's pretty good. The good thing about being in here and leveling up is that leveling up actually restores all of your HP and EP, which means you can just kind of romp through the whole dungeon without much trouble. You won't really have to go back to heal, which is really nice. Makes the dungeon way easier than it would be otherwise. This is also the only other way we haven't gone. So let's get down here. Normal encounters, you can just do the same thing as spamming White Gehenna and all the enemies will probably all still die. Damn, I don't have the reach for that. That sucks. And of course Estelle gets the damage up, because why doesn't she? They're like, not great arts caster. It could be worse, it could have been an Agate to be fair. I just don't plan ahead, apparently. Save? Add one to the sneeze counter. Who? Jeebus. And here's a new enemy. The D-Series Dooms. If you hated the Photon Judges, the D-Series Dooms are a worse version of them. Have fun. No, I'm not joking. I wish I was. So the D-Series Doom are just... you'll see. You'll see. I'm gonna eat monster sushi. And then go for a Black Fang with the boost. So they take more physical damage than the Photon Judges. Great, right? No. They can call for backup. Very annoying. In trying to deal with all of the normal enemies, you'll get so swamped by broken pieces that you just die. Because they will outnumber you on the turn count and there's nothing you can do. Solution! Kill the D-Series Doom first. However, on Nightmare mode, that's not so easy. Because they have a lot more health and defense. I hate this encounter so much. It sucks so bad. All I can really do is White Gehenna spam and hope for the best. There we go. They are possible to feint, which is nice if you get it off, because it saves you a crap ton of time. The broken pieces can also basically just give you free craft points. But the big problem, Wonder Wave. Wonder Wave, if it hits, has a chance to inflict confusion and seal. Not fun. Not fun at all. You want to take care of the D-Series Dooms as quickly as possible. They are incredibly, incredibly dangerous. 200% barrage could do around 2000 damage if you have a damage setup on Estelle. Like so. Yeah, roughly 2000. Pretty good. Blaster Beam is another problem. It's not as strong as Donkey Missiles, but it's just annoying. You want to Black Fang and power your way through this fight as fast as you possibly can. the more drawn out these fights tend to go, the more screwed you are. Go for a Shadow Spear. Nice, got the insta-kill. And then any attack will finish this thing off. Monk. So they're not awful to deal with, but they're also not the best enemies to go up against. If you're grinding for XP on lower levels, they are probably your best bet, but they're still so annoying. Anyway, Royal Guard is a male-only armor piece that gives you 120 defense and 10 arts defense. You slam that on Agate, or whoever your tank is, immediately. If it's Zin, then put it on Zin. Agate and Zin are the only really, really good tanks. Zin is expressly made for it, though, so Zin's probably a better bet with that. Zin, Zane, it depends what localization version you're playing is what it's called. Anyway, time to abuse the funny. So, if you went and got Cloak, and you're done with the current floor you're on, and you know the way back to the base camp, what you want to do is run back over to the base camp with Cloak enabled so you don't get into any encounters. And you can use this to go back and heal pretty much whenever you want for completely free. Because Russell doesn't charge you. Or not Russell, the orbment charging station doesn't charge you, rather. I'll go back through here. Whee! Let me check how much Sepith I have. Once we get enough for an Action 3, we will be making one immediately. If you're not too fussed about fighting through the swaths of enemies, though, then it's fine, don't bother. With that being said, we can finally descend to the lower level. Sealed area level 2. So this area will be more confusing because it has multiple layers, but the same concept as the last floor still applies. Do I have spare attack 3s? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do something slightly risky here. So, add one to the sneak counter. I think we're at 13 now. Maybe? Yep. 14. Whew. Okay. We're not doing nearly as bad as I thought we would be. Whew. Right. So, we gave Olivier access to Strength Up. Now, why would we do that? Well, Olivier with Strength Up gets access to a couple of interesting tools. We have Howling Bullet dealing more damage. And we also have Damage Olivier,
Enjoy the show.
who does 500 damage with every normal attack, instead of Chloe's, like, 2. I love Olivier in this game. He's the best party member ever. He does literally everything, and the only downside is 0 health. So the musical number doesn't clue you in. Olivier's just kind of good at everything. And he doesn't even try. So we just kind of want to romp through this floor, spam white Gehenna, keep moving, yada yada yada. And then the crit white Gehenna goes brrr. Bonk. Pew. Bonk. Ah. Bonk.
That's that. Let's move out.
Nice whiff, Estelle. Good stuff. This enemy wave is slightly stronger than the last one, but not by much.
We're finished.
As soon as you get Black Fang with 200, you may as well use it, because you're just gonna get the resources back over time anyway, so there's no reason not to use it,
Enjoy the show.
because you're effectively just throwing away free craft points where you could be doing more damage. Unless you're in a, like, chest boss or a boss, there's no reason to stall using your S-Craft with Joshua or whoever has the Gladiator belt on. If it's just damage, it's just damage. So notice this platform that's above us that we can't reach. Well, you notice the annoying enemy in this chest that we have to murder. I don't know what I'm getting at here. Anyway, the area is going to start becoming a lot more vertical now than other dungeons we've been to. Which is not an awful thing, but it's also not great. It's just something incredibly annoying to deal with. Wow, double feint. We are very lucky.
We're good to go.
Holy crap. If we can get feint on the third one, we are basically living, because this encounter will be completely free. Although they should start moving again very soon.
Come on.
So we should take advantage of this while we can. Stop our back row from getting harassed. Okay, in this event, it's fine to stall the S-Craft a bit, because we have a 10% damage up on literally the next turn. We're not losing out on that much by getting more damage. Like, 3 CP is not worth more than the 10% damage up or a crit, for example. Final break. And now we can spam the less time-costly arts. We're going to want to spam this one down first. Actually, I'm going to take Estelle's turn and deal damage to that one. Yeah, there we go. So it's going to be about as useless as a paper bag in the rain. I've got to specify that to make sure it's extra useless. Gonna donk that with agate, take care of it. The kind of danger zone you want to be careful with your characters at is around, like, 700 HP or less. You need to start thinking about playing more conservatively, because that's when your HP is in danger. Thankfully, though, we get the Atlas gear. I believe that an armor? No, it's boots. I was half correct. All right, give me some slack on that one. It gives you defense plus 3, 35, not 3, and move plus 3. Finally, something to match the power of the Holy Boots. Yes, the Holy Boots are now useless. You have served us well, Holy Boots. You will be missed. And yes, I'm not even kidding. Holy Boots are the only thing in this entire game with plus 3 move, aside from Atlas gear, which is pretty funny, to be honest. You go fishing the lake and you get more movement from something than was built by an ancient civilization. Bit wacky, if you ask me. We're gonna go for the Hila Wheeler. And scooch on over to the left. And as you notice, we're going more vertical now than we were before. Gee, I wonder where this loops around to. So the level design, I guess you could call it, kind of wraps in on itself at this point. So if we keep following this path, we'll get to that elevator that we saw from the room with the chest. Oh, I completely did the wrong thing, but it still worked out in my favor. I meant to snipe shot the one that was going to cast a healing spell, but I just kind of killed the other thing by accident. Most of the characters have access to some form of impede by now, so you don't need to worry about enemies casting single arts too much, because you can just stop them from doing anything. With the power of gun. And friendship, but mostly gun, because gun trumps friendship. That's how this works. That 10% crit from the strike coming in nice and handy on that one. Again, fighting every encounter can be quite boring, but it's kind of necessary so I don't get smacked up by the final boss. Nightmare mode is hard. Whee! So we come back to that main room where we entered from, and now we're on the top side. That elevator in the middle is where we came from to get to this floor. The problem with the sealed area is that once you get to the second floor, the only form of healing is up an elevator and through an entire dungeon. So if you didn't pick up Cloak to avoid encounters, you're kind of just screwed, for lack of a better term. Because if you're low on health, you're going to have to save scum your way past encounters. And that's what I had to do on my first playthrough because I missed it. And it was torture of an unparalleled level. Anyway. This elevator goes up to the first level. To a secret chest. Heal. Save. You know the deal by now. Mechanized creatures appear. Broken Piece. Photon Judge, Photon Judge, Photon Judge. 4 guard minions, sorry. Second verse, same as the first. This is still the hardest chest encounter in the whole dungeon. I don't know why it's on the first floor. Falcom hates us. So Agate's gonna absorb one of the donkey missiles. And an Evil Eye is going to stop the guard minions from getting too handsy with the rest of my party. Agate will eat the Arts Attack Canceller, Olivia should eat the other one. Never mind, it hit Estelle. What? AI, are you okay? I have never seen that before. Well, I'm going to get some actual healing this time. We also want to steal the turn where the enemies are going to heal as well, with whoever gets hit by this attack. And it's no one, never mind. I probably should have taken this turn I just did with Joshua with Agate, and then Joshua would have had max CP, but whatever. I've already made my decision now. So the fights down here are just going to be lots of arts and F-craft spam, because it's all you can really do to ensure a safe fight. This is the best thing you can see, though, where they all just kind of bunch up on top of each other. Oh god, this is unfortunate. I'm gonna assume they aggro Olivier here. Success? So the good thing about this happening is that the White Gehenna will hit all three of them, and the fight just ends a lot faster for it. I'm gonna give Estelle a monster sushi. She is gonna take the extra strength turn and hit this Photon Judge, which should bring it down into range for Olivier's Howling Bullet. Or just outright kill it. Oops! All murder! Oh lord, I'm thirsty. It is freaking hot. Smack the Photon Judge. Photon! Photon Judge! I'm not pronouncing my T's anymore. Slap the Photon Judge. I'm angry. Slap him. Slap him 1, 2, show him what for. I don't know why I slipped down into that accent either. Bloody hell. Accent? Oh god. Still going to pot.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Anyway. Found Berserker. You already took everything it had to offer. What more do you want? Berserker is a weapon for Agate. 120 goes up from 90 damage because we didn't buy the weapon for him from Gransel. And that is the most damage Agate can possibly do. He has his final tier weapon, and he's going to be hitting for a big number, hopefully. How far is he from level up? About 2 encounters, so I shouldn't have to go back and do any extra healing. Ah, lord. Don't think there's anything else in this room. No, okay, we're good. So that's all there is up there. Nothing else to it. Just getting Agate's best weapon. And there's a lot of areas in here that are like that, where you'll just go in, find a chest, and then leave because you've gotten everything useful. It's... like, the dungeon is pretty daunting at first because it seems a lot bigger on scale than any of the other dungeons. But once you know where you're going, it's actually relatively small and just a couple of straight lines stuck together. Estelle levels up. Level 36. Seeing as we're getting to the end of the game, I'll mention a couple things. If you want some bonuses for second chapter, you want to get Estelle to at least level 42, I think is the minimum. Because she will get a couple bonuses based on what level she is at the end of first chapter. I'm gonna have Agate take the extra damage turn there. And Joshua can clean him up with a single cloak and dagger. Or not cloak and dagger, evil eye. I can't speak.
Alright, we're good to go.
Joshua goes up. And he joins Estelle at level 36. Agate is also relatively close now. Olivier also needs remarkably less experience than everybody else to level up, which is quite bizarre. That's just quite funky. I'm not sure if this is an enemy chest or not, so I'm going to save as a precaution. Nice. You found the ultimate treasure. Air. Alright, back onto this path. I need to stop saying, during these, streams. It's a bad habit that I need to break. Because it doesn't really help. I almost just did it again, if you heard the hesitance in that statement there. Damn it! Just did it again. Bludge. Flummox even. Oh boy, add one to the knees counter. I think we're at 15. Kind of stopped keeping track after 10. Woo! Oh, come on, Joshua. The feint going off on that enemy was a great thing for us. I think all Agate has to do here is hit the broken piece. And... voila! It is finished. Whee!
We're good to go.
So, in tradition of Final Dungeons in Trails games, this dungeon is obscenely long. And it's kind of labyrinth-like if you don't know your way around, like I said before, but... why did I turn around? No, not dealing with this encounter. Goodbye. God. Now imagine God Minions doing that with a more dangerous enemy than Broken Pieces. Yeah, God Minions suck. But what doesn't suck about this floor? Lightning will also seal you, so you can't do, like, crafts. And that blows a lot of hot air around in places hot air should not be, like my face. I'm just gonna try and put Agate there to block it from going in a direction I don't want. There we go. Agate is so close to a level up. Olivier is too, to be fair. Found Tirabon. Way to be thorough, hero. I believe that goes down to the 3rd floor. So let's move back over to this section. If we head down here, there is a chest. In New Orleans. And it contains D-Series Dooms, apparently. Good for them. That is also another annoying effect of Wonder Wave. Sleep. That's why I held on to the coffee ice tree. I thought I was instantly gonna get punished, but I didn't, so... whatever. Wow, they missed. Garbage. Blaster beam there. Beam there. The attack you want to see out of these guys is definitely Blaster Beam, though, because it's much better than them pulling for backup or doing literally anything else that they can possibly do. Because everything else is really annoying and just prolongs the fight. Final break the middle. Go for a Black Fang, and Estelle will take the crit. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to die. Bonk. Me hit enemy with big stick, big finger boom, kill you with thing. I thought Estelle was dead there, to be fair. But, you know, she's not, because she's just awesome, lol. You'd think Earth would be weak against these things, or not weak, not strong, rather, against those things, because they fly, but no. Sylvan Boots. Golly gee, I wonder what slot that's in, and what gender that's for. Da-dunch. The cancellation mob is on their way. Sylvan Boots. Basically the Royal Guard, but for females. Or not Royal Guard, Atlas Gear, sorry. Booga booga booga. If we move further in, we have loot. You can't see it on the map, but this is the same room, I assure you. If I am allowed to move... because the entrance is right over here. Ah, phooey. That's not what I meant to do at all. Anyway, that being said, let's advance down to the next floor. Not sure how that was a preemptive attack for me, but okay. Wild Rage is an extremely useful ability, and it only gets better in second chapter. So if you are planning on playing second chapter, look forward to second chapter, because everything is better in second chapter. We don't talk about the third.
Let's move out.
Okay, that's a lie. The third is a good game. It just suffers from feature bloat. Oh, which, believe me, I'm gonna play second chapter and third chapter at some point on stream, because I'm having way too much fun with first chapter to ever stop with just this. So we'll get the second and third chapter. And when we do, I will have words for those games. Third chapter specifically, because I still haven't beaten it. I have beaten second chapter though, so... My memory is much hazier on that than first chapter though. Anyhow, future plans aside, Olivier finally levels up. The amount of EP he has is just ridiculous. There is also something different you can do with Olivier. If you aren't at all concerned about his EP costs, what you can do is you can give him Evade or Shield 3, which gives him access to Saint. This is what I would do for the normal encounters in this dungeon. Or not normal, the boss encounters. Saint increases an ally's strength and defense by 25%. This only gets better in second chapter. Because second chapter, it becomes an AoE. But if you do that, you can't get access to White Gehenna on him. So... there are drawbacks to all of the things that you could do. I missed this chest. I almost feel bad. Almost. That's just all the guard minions doing guard minion things, so I'm not really bothered. Cancel, cancel. Zombie missile. Just gonna take the crit black fang while I can get it. I want to make sure everybody's at full health, because if they're not going to survive this barrage. I had to think about that for a second. Apologies for the pause. They'll do one arts cancel, but then we've got problems. Never mind, I guess we don't. Have those two go for some offensive art. Toss out the cancellers. And you notice how that pushes everybody's turns closer together? That's what I was talking about earlier. When you want to be arts cancelled. Took me a while to remember because I don't usually replay the end of first chapter because it's kind of a pain in the nuts. God. I love Agate's art casting animation. It's just so good. Just the way his like shirt billows with his hair. Just looks cool. I just think they're neat. In the words of a one Marge Simpson. Why the hell am I quoting Marge Simpson in the middle of the end of first chapter? What is going on in my brain? That's the one thing you do not want to see, is it getting health back up on its turn. Because that's just kind of sad and spaghetti Babetti? What? Yeah. I am speaking in tongues, please help. My brain is melt. I'm gonna go for that, so I get arts cancel, get wasted its turn effectively, and then it goes boom. Bop. Ba-da-bop, boom. Pow.
Wing rule.
Water clear. And back for more? Are you a hero or a scavenger? Clear is a weapon for Chloe, an ethereal sword of platinum formerly used by Knight. Currently used by no one because her damage is garbage. Don't let me not liking a character stop you from using them in your playthrough, though. It's entirely subjective. If you want to use a character that I don't like and find a use for them, go ahead. I am far from qualified to be speaking about game balance here, in my opinion, anyway. There are a lot of people who know first chapter a lot better than I do. God. Most of the resources for this game are maintained by the speedrunning community, which is something that I highly appreciate. I've considered speedrunning FC, I just never really found the time for it. If it's something people would like to see, I might try and give it a shot. On a difficulty that's not Nightmare, of course, because I need a break from the torture. Help me! Two of them are out of action, thankfully. I'm gonna steal the health upturn with Estelle. And hit that B-series. Oh, I missed the crit turn? Aw, nuts. Well, I'm gonna heal first and foremost. And then I can crit with a Howling Funny. Yeah, I'll use it on the one with more health. Whee! You want to keep the middle enemy here alive, because you can generally always hit it and at least one other enemy with the White Gehenna. Which is just something that you always want to be doing, because you're just getting more damage. This is bad because of the way they've split up. Unfortunately, I think I'm slightly screwed, but let's see, 161, 210. Okay. Right. Estelle's White Gehenna goes off, takes out that enemy. Estelle needs a tear bomb, and I can use Agate to body block. I can now only use Agate to body block. Comet takes that out. Latir, get me out of the danger zone for a bit there. The only thing I can do with Agate is Latir at the moment. Not great, not awful. Gonna Curia Bomb, and hope Agate gets hit by this. Damn. I have to Terra on Olivier or he dies. Steal the crit with Estelle, and between her and Agate, this goes to Joshua won't get EXP, but it's not all that much, honestly. Valkyrie dress. It's empty! Villainous! Well, yeah, you need to have clothes be empty to put them on. Are clothes empty if nobody's wearing them? Does that mean if people are wearing them, the clothes are full? Huh. Interesting. Anyway, this is going on whoever your tankiest female is. My only female at the moment is Estelle, so that's where that's going. And Estelle just leveled up, so I think she should share in some of the healing duties. At the very least. Agate is another 400 off the next level. Oh boy. So we're pretty geared up. I didn't miss a room up here, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. Just double checking. Because there's always a room I forget in this dungeon, and I'm not sure which one it is. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. There's a strike coming in. Sniper shot, stop that. And he just gets a crit instead. Wow, I love everything. We love trails in the sky. Please stop doing that. Well, he did actually listen to me. So I can't be mad about that. Comet. Looking at edge. And sneeze. Number 17. Number 18? Oh god, we might break 20. We've got another what? 10 minutes? I am feeling much better than I was like an hour ago though, so... I suppose I didn't really have much to worry about at all to begin with. Head up this way. Head across this room. And we reach the elevator. We reach the 3rd level. I should probably go and double check though. No doors? No doors! Make sure you double check every chest you run into. And I just hit my PC with my leg. Ouch. That's what I get for not paying attention and tapping my feet to this good music. Enemy! That's the flame smash. Oh boy. Again, I must apologise for all of the sniffling and stuff in this stream. I just can't control it. But I did promise everybody a stream today, and I was already late enough, so I just felt like I was kind of obligated to do it at the very least. I'm gonna give you guys the content. And girls, I don't judge. So this goes up. And this leads back up to the 2nd level, which leads to this chest. And wouldn't you know it, not the best starting turns, but we can live. Because Black Fang is good. Right. earth wall. White Gehenna takes out the broken piece. And that's about all the use agate's gonna be. Just White Gehenna those two. Double arc canceler. And we're just gonna do the same thing again. Takes both of those guys out. And now this Photon Judge can only target one person at a time. Go for Wild Rage. Whee! I did the wrong art there. I didn't mean to do Stun Impact, but it's fine. Go for another Wild Rage. Flare Arrow. And Joshua's already back up to 200. And you hit his sister. Die! Found Thor's hammer. Reduced to searching empty chests? That's really sad. Thor's hammer is a weapon for Tita. It is the only other weapon in Tita's arsenal that has a medium range. So the Thor's hammer is something that makes Tita very viable as a normal attack spammer. Combined with Vital Cannon, she can actually be very useful. But you have to kind of go out of your way to get to it, and most people probably aren't going to find it on a first playthrough. So for that reason, Tita still kind of sucks. All of her good stuff is just really far out the way. Way 20 sneezes. On the sneeze counter. Wait, was there a room there? No, there was a broken piece though. Woo! Good lord. I am so sorry. Woo-wee! Add that to the sneeze counter, that's 22. $23. Woo. I have to basically do like 180s in my chair to not break people's ears with that. Which is quite funny, but it's also making me quite dizzy actually. Woo. Olivier, level up. Again, we'll go up the next fight. Uh-oh, that one was right into the microphone. Oh, my bad. I didn't expect that one. So, as you notice, not really anywhere else to go. So we make our way out. I figured you'd come. Captain Amalthea. What the hell are you doing here? You're out cold at the Garden Terrace. Huh. You actually thought I'd be so easily defeated? Though it seems that Gransel Castle has been taken. No matter, though. Once His Excellency obtains the Shining Ring, it can be retaken at any time. Heh. I suppose that those with no place left to turn will cling fiercely to any dream, no matter how ethereal. It is a bit sad, truly. Enough! If nothing else, I will not permit you to interfere with the Colonel. To me, archaisms. Ah, crap. You're using the ancient machines. We don't care for being so casually underestimated. We've already collected an incredible amount of data since our survey here began. Even controlling these archaisms is easily within our grasp. This ain't gonna be no walk in the park. Say whatever you wish. Now come on. Second use of Silver Will. Or third. Captain Amalthea is much stronger than she was at the Garden Terrace. She also has two archaisms backing her up, two Gundals. The Gundals are capable of firing donkey missiles, similar to the Photon Judges. Think of them as basically buffed versions of the Photon Judge. They're also capable of firing machine gun rounds. And that. So what we want to do is give Agate an EP charge. I should have done that before I began the fight, but you know, I forgot this was even here because Amalthea is just that forgettable of a villain. Ha 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 ha. Oh, how evil am I? Right. We want to set up a morale for our damage dealers. Go off with a White Gehenna. Absorb. He steals your EP. This is the only hard part of the entire fight. You want to focus Amalthea first and foremost. The Gundals can wait. She is incredibly evasive and will do literally everything to annoy you. The Gundals just provide a small amount of backup for her. They are probably the least annoying archaisms we could possibly be dealing with. Outside of the machine guns. Alright. I'll give this one to Estelle. Come here, you stinky no-good captain! Eat stuff! Whee! Bonk! Big stick. Joshua will be stealing the health up. Hop, 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 hop. Amalthea's pretty much on the ropes now. And that's really just how this fight goes. She is really more of an annoyance compared to the actual damage that you take from the Gundals. And once she's dealt with, the encounter gets a lot easier. Because you can just kind of deal with the Gundals at your own pace. Gonna put a reviving bomb down. Get both of them with a White Gehenna, and she's done so. Now it's just the Gundals. The Gundals on their own aren't too big of a deal either. But you notice how they don't seem to do anything except for performing system maintenance. If they fully finish doing that, they become a force to be reckoned with. As far as I remember, unless I'm thinking of the wrong enemies, which I really hope I'm not, because that would be bad. Either way, this is the closest Gundall to death already, so we'll be taking this one out first. I'm gonna put a flare arrow down on that one. And I'm gonna heal Estelle with Estelle. Healy wheelie, automobile. Still doing maintenance. If you can cause attack delay on the enemies, that is also good. You want to remove their healing and give it to yourself. Yeah, the Gundalls outside of this aren't too big of a problem. The arts in the latter half of first chapter are definitely the way to go, outside of S-craft spamming. And the best arts just happen to be on Olivier. You do get different dialogue for the characters you have going into these fights. So that might be something you want to redo these fights to see. It's a neat replay value thing that I think a lot of people don't really talk about with first chapter. Oh, crap. So it's finished performing maintenance, and now it can spawn M-Series Dooms. If Amalthea is still alive while the M-Series Dooms are spawning, then you have a problem. M-Series Dooms are essentially the S-Series Dooms that we've been finding, but slightly weaker. You like getting Wonder Waved in the middle of a boss fight, and then getting murdered? No? Good. A couple White Gehennas and the Black Fang should be enough to finish this off though. M-Series Doom is preparing arts. Goodbye, Agate. I knew you well.
We're good to go.
Titanic Roar is the final tier Earth art in the game. It is very weak, but hits all areas of the field. Definitely not something you want to be dealing with during a fight where you've also got to deal with Amalthea and the Gundalls. Gonna hard break to cancel its turn, and Joshua takes it out. It also has a much bigger version of self-destruct.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Just be careful with the M-Series, why don't you? Agate goes up a level. I think she's really out of it this time. Yeah, I don't think she'll be moving for a while. But more importantly, since she was guarding this area, this is probably the way we need to go. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll kill Seek to get the others. Hey, Seek! I was able to use that orbital reaction from before to calculate the size of these ruins. Looks like we're only at the surround's halfway mark. Whew, well, at least there's that much covered. I know we can't just rush ahead, but I'm getting impatient. Yeah, if we try to rush things, we'll likely just wind up lost. We have to take it slow and steady. Indeed, just hang in there. We want to be as well prepared as possible when it comes time to confront the Colonel. So they're gonna take care of Amalthea. And with that, we have explored half of the sealed area. Next time on Trails in the Sky FC, we will make our way down the rest of the way and prepare for the fight with Colonel Richard. Whether you're watching the VOD at any point or you're watching the playback of the stream, thank you for watching. It does help with the comments and the likes and all the fun things to boost me up the algorithm. Anyhow, thanks, and hopefully next time, I'll see you again. Stay safe. Bye-bye.